para sa fraud audit po ng Bulacan, sir.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Next hearing, ha?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Opo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, related to kay Senator Jingo, in order of arrival. Just
All right,
one
all right.
question, Mr. Chairman.
All right. I'll
Is it
give
okay,
it.
Mr. Chairman? Isang tanong lang. Parang tinitipid mo ata ako, Mr. Chair. Dalawa. Sige. Kasi nabanggit nga dito kanina na may mga ghost projects, na may mga projects na nabigay sa mga contractor na kaduda-duda for the longest time. Ang tanong ko sa DPWH, kasi sa ngayon, nag-research kami, sa 103 na blacklisted na mga contractors, isa lang dito ang na-blacklist ng DPWH sa flood control. Isa lang. Bakit isa lang? Eh kung inaamin naman ng DPWH, at pinag-usapan natin dito for the longest time, marami mga anomalya, katiwalian sa flood control at mga contractor na gumagawa ng gross projects, bakit isa lang ang na-flag down on a blacklist?
Well, Your Honor, I think, unfortunately, these are now being validated in the field. You know, these are now being validated in the field. So, pagka wala naman pong derogatory information that will come out in the bidding process for these contractors, they could be allowed actually to participate. Wala naman po kaming basis actually for...
Okay, magbibigay ako ng reason kung bakit isa lang na blacklist sa dinami-dami mga kalokohan. Kasi karamihan sa mga empleyado sa DPWH ay mga contractor mismo. So sila ang gumagawa ng mga proyekto ng mga ghost projects. So hindi nila iba-blacklist sarili nila. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, 8,300,000 or 1.2 trillion pesos. For the record po. Let me now shift to Senator Tulfo for a very, very few questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may we invite the COA district head in First District in Bulacan and the Bulacan DPWH First District Alcantara to be present next hearing, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, can we invite the COA First District of Bulacan and the District Engineer, First District, Alcantara, to...
Certainly.
for next hearing?
Director General, please take note of the request.
All right. Now let me direct my question to the Department of Public Works and Highways. Mr. Secretary, based on the list released by the President, there are top provinces with flood control projects. Okay? Pero they're not on top of the list na flood-prone area, like Cebu with 414 flood control project, Isabela 341, Albay 273, Leyte 262, Camarines Sur 252. Tinitignan ko po itong listahan. Wala po sila dito sa top 10 flood-prone province. Ang number 1 po dyan, Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, Pangasinan, Tarlac, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Maguindanao, North Cotabato, Oriental Mindoro, Ilocos Norte. Ang tanong ko po, Mr. Secretary, ano po sinunod ho natin dito? Yung hazard mapping po ba? O sinunod natin yung politiko kung saan niya gustong ilagay yung pondo niya? Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, as I have explained, actually po, yung paglalagay po ng projects, ng flood control projects, under the National Expenditure Program po ito, no? Under the National Expenditure Program, meron po kasing allocation for each engineering district. Allocation po. And then, if you say there is a 1 billion allocation for a engineering district, ang policy po namin dito is 70% of that should go to the core program of the department, which is National Road Program Management and bridges, and of course flood control projects. So, ito po yung core program ng department. So at the end, these are prioritized. And 70% of the 1 billion, as I said, 1 billion, theoretical 1 billion, can be allocated for local infrastructure. So in the allocation of that 70%, it's all up to the priorities in that district where to put the allocations, either in roads or flood control, Mr. Chairman. So at the end of the day, ang kwan po nito is actually, as I mentioned, it has to go through the process of the projects would have been included in the regional budget proposal.
Kaya nga, Mr. Chair, bakit po napakalaki naman ng pinondo po dito sa mga probinsya na ito, when in fact, wala ho siya doon sa top 10 list ng flood control. Billions po yung pinondo. Ano po ang basis, legal basis po, na pondohan itong 5 probinsya na ito na hindi naman po flood prone sila, Mr. Secretary?
Ito po kasi yung situation, Mr. Chair. As far as the National Expenditure Program that is submitted, these are equitably distributed amongst all the legislative and engineering districts. However, Mr. Chair, I think we know that actually after the General Appropriations Act, marami po yung mga projects that are included.
I understand that, Mr. Chair, pero yun nga po, ibabalikan na lang ho natin yan because ang tanong po natin, napakalaki naman po ng pondo at saka napakaraming flood control projects ng mga lugar na ito. Hindi po ba ninyo nasilip ito nung nilagay po ninyo sa NEP? Did you check man lang or ask as you're planning or whoever is in charge na kailangan natin lagyan dito ng flood control, Cebu, blah, blah, blah. Sana tinignan din ho natin kung magaling ho yung planning natin, kung sino man niya may hawak dyan, binabaha ba? Ang tanong po dyan, binabaha ba? Bakit tayo magpopondo rin sa lugar na ito kung hindi naman po binabaha? It's a waste of money, Mr. Secretary. Waste of time also. Halatang halata ho popondohan mo dito, gagastusan mo na wala namang baha, di po ba? I mean, am I right? Yes or no lang, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor. I agree
Opo.
completely.
All right. Now, I'll go back to you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Chair, let me ask this question to the Department of Budget and Management. Madam Secretary, ma'am, wala po bang hindi po ninyo chinecheck? So, basta nag-request lang ng pondo, re-releasean ho ninyo. Hindi man lang matatanong para saan po itong pondo na ito, billion po ito, flood control. Wala ba kayong to counter na flood control, kailangan ito to justify? I mean, release lang ho tayo ng release kasi sabi ni congressman, sabi ni ganito, hingan ko ng pondo, etc., etc. Kailangan ko kasi baka hindi. Pag hindi ko nireleasean, baka ipitin ang pondo ko sa budget hearing.
Mr. Chair, good noon po sa ating lahat. Kung ano po ang nakalagay sa General Appropriations Act, yun po ang inire-release natin sa Department of Public Works and Highways. Naka-line item po lahat ng mga projects. It's detailed and identified yung mga projects po. Isa-isa, nakasulat po dyan. Yung mga projects, yung mga flood control projects.
I understand that, Madam Secretary, pero my point is, wala po bang pagkakataon? Kasi baka mamaya mali na po yung nililista. Hindi na po tama. If you see something wrong, okay, nandyan nga po yan, line item, pero hindi na po tama. Hindi po ba pwedeng i-correct po from
Senator
your end?
Erwin, may I interrupt? I think the good secretary has not taken his oath yet. Am I correct? So,
Hindi po. Sorry, late po ako. I came
Director
from
General,
another...
can you please administer the oath of the Secretary of DBM?
Truth and nothing but the truth in this proceeding.
Proceed, Senator Erwin.
Yeah, my question here is, Mr. Chair, para kay Madam Secretary, is like, tama ho, I mean, nasa line item, etc., kailangan ninyong ponduhan yan, pero hindi po bang medyo questionin man lang na nakakaduda na po dahil, teka muna, masyadong malaki ito, bobonduhan natin ito na wala namang baha dito or at least kahit na to check lang po, counter check na baka
wala po kaming wala po kaming tao na kayang mag-check isa-isa ng mga projects na pinopropose ng DPWH
But
po.
do you have the mandate to do that?
Wala din po eh.
Yun ang sabihin mo.
Wala rin po. Opo. Wala po.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me move to the Commission on Audit naman. Ito pong can you identify contractors, isa commissioner, with repeat adverse audit finding who still continue to receive new projects? Meron po ba kayo listahan na itong contractor ito blacklisted, itong contractor na ito substandard? Meron kayo? Wala.
Sir, meron po kaming ongoing list, sir. Pero as to yung mga blacklisted contractors po, manggagaling po kay DP. Pero meron na din po kaming parang database, sir, na ginagawa po ngayon. And yung data po ngayon ay nasa 2022 to 2024 na po, sir.
All right. Balikan ko po si Secretary Bonoan. Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, ano po, wala po kayong list. Yung kagaya po nasabi ni Senator Raffy kanina na isa lang po ang kuan, pero lahat pumasa, isa lang ang blacklist nyo. Of this 15, lahat po ito good performance so ito since 2022. Lahat po nagawa nila, na kumpleto nila yung project.
As far as our monitoring records are concerned, Mr. Chair, this is completed naman yung sa records namin, no? Completed. As far as the central office records are concerned, actually, I'm not saying that in the field this could be a different story, but actually in our monitoring records in the department, they are completed because completed po lahat yung records, completed po.
Completed, pero what I'm saying is like hindi nyo sigurado sa inyo sa main office, lalo na yung office mo, kung yung proyekto kagaya na pinakita ni Chair Marcoleta kanina, yung wasak o durog na tulay or whatever it is, yung embankment, hindi ho ninyo mamamonitor yan? Kasi
Hindi. Because we...
so pwede kayong dayain ng mga tao ninyo sa region, sa district, pwede magsinungaling at sasabihin, Secretary, tapos na po ito. So wala kayong way to find out na yung project na yon completed at hindi substandard? Wala pong ganon?
Well, we rely actually on the data that is fed to us, actually, the central office, Your Honor, at that point in time. No? But,
This data, Mr. Secretary, you're just relying sa mga tao ninyo sa field, sa district engineer,
Yes, Your
sa
Honor.
regional director.
yes,
Tama
Your-
po?
Tama po.
So, ang ibig niyo pong sabihin, yung dadaan ng kuntulay, kung pupunta ako sa probinsya ngayon, hindi ko sigurado kung safe po ba yun, talagang matibay ba yun, because you're just relying. Paano kung substandard po yung tulay? Kagaya po nang nangyari sa Kabagan, Isabela. Paano po yun? How? How will you know? How will I know? Na driver mo, kasama ko pamilya ko, mag-out of town kami, long weekend pa naman, next week, this Thursday. Paano pala, kung substandard pala ho yung tulay na yun? Let's not talk about flood control muna. Let's talk about these projects. Kung hindi po ninyo namomonitor, at umaasa lang kayo sa mga tao ninyo, how are we going, ika nga, masasabi natin na safe yung kalsada na yan, safe yung tulay na yan? Kung umaasa lang po kayo sa report ng district engineer, project engineer, regional director, may kutsabahan ho yan eh. Let's face it, alam niyo naman ho, may kutsabahan. Tama po ba? With your RD, DE, project engineer, at saka contractor, may kutsabahan na yan, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, I think your premise is correct, that I think at the central office, even me, I would just have to rely on the authenticity of the reports that come to me actually from the field offices, you know, all over the country.
Okay.
So until such time that there's a report, there is a report that will come to me that hindi tama, then that's the time that I have to have an action on it, Your Honor.
My last question, Mr. Secretary, to give way to our colleagues here. Mr. Secretary, alam niyo, namomonitor niyo ho ba na karamihan sa mga RD ninyo at district engineer ay mga kontratista din? May mga construction company? that they have construction firms. Hindi po.
This is one thing that I want to unearth actually in this process, Your Honor.
Hindi nyo na rin ba narinig yung in-house construction, Mr. Secretary? Kami na lang gagawa, kagaya po na nangyari sa akin. Kami nang gagawa, ako nang gagawa dahil ako district engineer. Kasi may construction company. Hindi nyo rin po naririnig yung in-house construction na yan?
You are asking whether
Yes.
there are district engineers who are contractors?
Yes. Mr.
Will you not also ask how many congressmen are contractors?
Mamaya pa yan sa second round, Mr. Chair. Dito muna sa second round yung tatanungin ko.
Second round.
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Secretary.
Well, I cannot ascertain anything, but I think honestly I have heard of this
Ang huli na lang, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I lied to you. Na meron po ba kayong mga lifestyle check? Kahit in your intern lang sa office ninyo na baka yung mga undersecretary natin, 5 yung bahay dyan sa Corinthians, yung ilang USEC natin, may mga eroplano, may mga yate. May ganun ho ba? Wala rin.
Your Honor.
Wala rin. Okay. Kasi sir, sabi for now, kay kami nag-uusap-usap dito, sa DPWH mo raw makikita ang pinakamayaman na opisyal sa ating bayan. The Department of Public Works. Dati po Bureau of Customs, ngayon Department of Public Works and Highways na. Dahil billion po pinag-uusapan. But anyway, thank you po, Mr. Chair. I yield the floor. Second round na lang po ulit.